Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Joseph Welch, principal of Lyndon Baines Johnson Early College High School. Thank you. Welcome to our 2022 commencement ceremony. While this is a time of joy and celebration, our graduation is a formal ceremony that requires dignity and respect from all in attendance. I ask that all guests present themselves in a respectful manner during these proceedings. Please hold your applause so that each graduate's family can hear their child's name announced, and as we celebrate each and every senior. We will begin our ceremony with senior class officers. Samantha Lopez, President. Leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge, excuse me.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to... Good afternoon. I'm Samantha Lopez, Senior Class President. Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance followed by the Texas Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, indivisible. Thank you.
Please be seated. I'd like to have a moment of silence. Austin ISD stands with the community of Uvalde and with the family, students, and staff of Robb Elementary School and the entire Uvalde community during this difficult time. To honor the precious lives lost, we will observe a moment of silence as we keep the community very close in our hearts. Thank you. At this time, I am honored to introduce our esteemed platform guests as well as campus leaders. From AISD Leadership, AISD Board President, District 6, Geronimo Rodriguez. AISD Board Vice President, District 7, Yasmin Wagner. AISD Board Secretary at-large Trustee, Position 9, excuse me, I always mispronounce this, Varati Sai. AISD Trustee, District 1, Letitia Anderson. AISD Trustee, District 2, Ofela Zapata. AISD Trustee, District 3, Dr. Kevin Foster. AISD Trustee, District 4, Christian Ashe. AISD Trustee, District 5, Lynn Boswell. AISD Trustee at-large, Position 8, Noelita Logo, excuse me. Superintendent, Dr. Stephanie S. Elizalde. Chief of Schools, Dr. Anthony Mays. Associate Superintendent of Secondary Schools, Dr. Laura Stout. Executive Director of High Schools, Sheila Henry. Associate Superintendent of Elementary Schools, Gilbert Hicks. Assistant Superintendent of Student Support Services, Dr. Gloria Williams. And from our JAG family at the LBJ campus, Associate Principal, Waishaka Sales. I'd like to bring to the podium Mr. Lavelle Latham. He will be announcing, excuse me, I'm sorry, I got off yet there, but announcing names for the class of 2022 is Lavelle Latham. Class of 2022 Valedictorian, Jacqueline Ponder. Class of 2022 Salutatorian, Noe Apriacio. Senior class officers, Samantha Lopez, President. Jackie Ponder, Vice President. Also joining us on stage are the school leaders who were instrumental in getting these seniors off to a strong start in school, the LBJ Early College High School vertical team principals. I have from, Andrews Elementary School. Are we here? Oh, Larry Bettis, I'm sorry. Larry, thank you. Sonia Wyatt, Harris Elementary. Victoria O'Neill, Blanton Elementary. Andrea Williams, Pecan Springs Elementary. Thank you, LBJ Early College High School vertical team. You do an amazing work preparing our students academically, socially, and emotionally. We share wonderful families and communities who honor us with the responsibility of guiding the education of their precious children. Also assisting us today are Registrar Debbie Elder, Assistant Principals David Lopez and Randy Bryant, and Assistant Principal Randy Bryant, and our outstanding teachers, teaching assistants, and staff. None of these seniors would be here today without the commitment and hard work that happens every day from each of our staff members. At this time, I would like to ask Trustee Ms. Anderson to to address our seniors.
Hello, everyone. So I struggle with what inspiration could I leave you with that you can remember me by other than me getting up here saying a whole bunch of stuff, right? So I thought about that Forrest Gump quote where he said, Mama always said life is like a box of chocolate. So I wanted to try to craft a speech around that, but I was like, nah. And then it hit me. What can I say to students who have gone to school during the pandemic? You fought with Zoom. Some of you lost family, friends. Some even lost teachers and coaches. You battled the isolation of social distancing and the heavy burden on your mental health, but yet you made it here. I am so proud of you. So what do I say to students who went to school during the pandemic and are here before us? Come get this diploma, because you definitely earned it, and so much more. Thank you.
It is my distinct pleasure at this time to present our superintendent, Dr. Stephanie Elizalde. Dr. Elizalde has been instrumental in guiding AISD the past 2 years. Dr. Elizalde asks the hard questions and consistently focuses on improving the educational outcomes for every student in AISD. We always enjoy her insightful words, her personal connections, and her vision for the future. Dr. Elizalde.
Note to self, never follow Trustee Letitia Anderson when speaking. Helen Keller once said, "A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn." I'm looking out today at a bunch of young adults who made the turn. In fact, you've gotten really, really good at making turns. Think of all the curves you've navigated in high school. Let's see if I can think of a few. COVID, lockdowns, virtual learning, masks, no masks, an ice storm, no power, a boil water notice. Oh yes, let's look for vaccines. Back to school, a Delta wave. Back to school, the Omicron. Another boil water notice. But that winding road has led you here today. I can't promise you that the road forward will be easy, but I can say for sure that you'll be able to handle whatever life has in store for you. Class of 2022, congratulations.
At this time, we have a musical performance by LBJ's ECHS band. Good app. Oh, hold on. I think I got switched up here. Good afternoon. Again, I am Dr. Joseph Welch, principal of LBJ Early College High School. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome family and friends to the graduation ceremonies of Lyndon Baines Johnson Early College High School. To the graduates, families, and friends of LBJ, it has been my pleasure to join the JAG family this year. As you know, I didn't join the family until about 6 weeks into the school year. In most cases, it takes about 6 weeks or so before a person is accepted in the school family. It didn't take that long for me with the students at LBJ. JAG Nation is 1 in a million school family, and the experience is unlike any other. I am truly grateful and humbled to be part of the LBJ family. While I've had you for the last time, I wanted to leave you with a couple of things to think about. First, you've made it. After 13 years of schooling, you've completed the first chapter in your book of life. Thus far in your life, you've lived by others' rules. Now you'll make your own decisions. This is a lot of responsibility, and there will not always be someone looking over your shoulder and checking to make sure you've taken care of your business. This will be a new experience for many of you, but it is an unavoidable part of the next chapter in your life. I am confident that while this can be a scary time in your lives, it is also a time that you are ready for. As you begin the journey on your own, know that you will never be truly alone. You will always have your JAG family. As long as you strive to improve yourself, there will always be someone there to support you when you need it the most. I want you to remember this, that no matter where you go, once a JAG, always a JAG. We adapt, we overcome, and we never give up. This is who we are. You are the next generation of leaders, and we will lay a new direction for not only Austin, Texas, but for the entire world. I look out over the crowd and I see seniors and feel truly blessed to have spent. I'm sorry, guys. I've enjoyed spending time with you, and sometimes I have to go off script. But I have truly enjoyed spending time with you, and it's been a pleasure and an honor for you to allow me to be a small part of your life. I feel a true spirit of appreciation for all the parents, guardians, grandparents, family, and friends of the class of 2022. I want to say thank you, and thank you for entrusting me with your students and supporting them over the years. Seniors, until we meet again, go JAG Nation. You guys have been special to me this year. I want you to know that. I would like to introduce Noe Apprecio, Salutatorian of the class of 2022, who will address the graduating class.
Can you tell I'm nervous? Good afternoon. How are y'all doing? It's kind of hot outside, right? So, it wasn't easy getting up here. Nobody knew I was going to be giving a speech today. Heck, I didn't even know I was going to graduate. So I'd like to give a quick shout out to the hardworking parents who still find time to take their kids to school, who still find time to put food on the table, the hardworking class that makes sacrifices every day for their children. We wouldn't be here today without y'all. So if y'all don't know me, my name is Noe Aparicio. I am a dual credit student who plays 3 instruments in the LBJ marching band. So if you guys don't mind, I'd like to take it back to Barbara Jordan. I was a chubby, insecure kid who didn't know when to keep his mouth shut. I was equally eager to learn as I was to eat. Education was never my strong suit. I remember my father used to always tell me, before dropping me off to school, to give it your all in your education, because they can take everything you have, but the one thing that they can't take away from you is your education. As motivating as that was, the energetic 6-year-old I was did not take it to heart. I acted a fool at school most of the time. It wasn't until middle school at Gus Garcia Young Men's Leadership Academy when I, a 13-year-old, sitting alone at B-Day lunch, was approached by Miss Smith. And I'd like to give a big shout out to her for approaching me during lunch. It's because of her I was able to jumpstart my musical career and find a love for something I didn't know I had in me. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Mr. Williams for his belief in me, his mentorship, and connections. Thanks to him, I got offered a $16,000 scholarship to Prairie View A&M University. And also a full ride to Houston-Tillotson. Most people wouldn't even begin to think you can get scholarships for being in band, but I'm the evidence right here. I'm the evidence that you can do it too if you put the hours in every day, because talent can only take you so far. But enough about me. This is y'all's day. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for the wonderful speech, Noe. Congratulations. I would like to present you with the Salutatorian plaque. Congratulations again. Noe, before you sit down, ma'am, please have your parents stand so we can recognize Moises and Maximina. Appreciate. So, are you here? Where you at, parents? Oh, they're in the theater room. Well, hey, thank you. It is my honor to introduce the valedictorian of class of 2022. Jacqueline Ponder will now address her classmates.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jackie Ponder, and I am very honored to say I am this year's valedictorian at LBJ Early College High School. First, I would like to say thank you to the teachers, staff, friends, and family that have helped get us all here to where we are today. We know that you have worked countless hours, and we appreciate you for believing in all of us all the way through. I know personally I am very appreciative of my people, the family, friends, and teachers that supported my journey to help me get here today. The class of 2022 has been one of the most resilient groups of students that LBJ has seen. I cannot believe that with all we've been through, we're still sitting here today. We started off high school normally, but what felt like almost instantly, sophomore year, we were made to uproot our lives. We all had to figure out how to learn virtually in an environment that was unusual. Many of us also had to take care of family members, get a job, or help provide for our family in some other way. To each person in this room that experienced any of that difficulty, I am very proud of you, and I know everyone here today feels the same. I think we can all agree that this year has been crazy. But despite the pandemic, the building renovations, and the change in staff, we got through it all. Although we won't be able to experience the renovation ourselves, I'm very excited for the incoming classes to enjoy our new and improved LBJ. Despite the unique hardships we have all faced, I look to the future with hope. Let us all move on to our next chapters, whatever they may be. Our experiences have made us stronger, and our strength will allow us to change the world. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Congratulations, Jackie. I would like to award you with the Valedictorian plaque. Jackie, would you please have your parents stand so we can recognize Tara Ponder and Wes Ponder? We're just as proud. Jackie, we're just as proud of them as we are of you. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Ponder. Dr. Elizalde and the AISD Board of Trustees, now it is my honor to present Lyndon Baines Johnson Early College High School class of 2022. Dr. Elizalde, members of Board of Trustees and graduates, please stand. Psst. Hey, you guys, stand up. To the members of the Board of Trustees and Dr. Elizalde, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the Texas Education Agency, I certify that these candidates have completed all the requirements as specified by the district policy and state law and I recommend that they are awarded their diplomas and certificates. Students, you may be seated. Teachers, please direct the first rows of students to approach the stage. Guests, I'm going to ask you to please hold your applause so that everyone can hear each senior's name being announced. Ms. Latham.
Jacqueline Delane Ponder. Noe Aparicio. Marissa Judith Alvarez Garcia. Kimberly Janeth Callado Harado. Enrique Castaneda Davis. Maxwell Caleb Figueroa. Samantha Marie Lopez. Imet Luna Benitez. Diana Lisbeth Mayorga Torres. Bayali Mendoza Gomez. Artesia Janae Rayford. Alejandro Tejada Abiter. Yesenia Torres Aguilar. Cecilia Christine Agboga. Iram Aguilar. Saba al-Baghdadi. Kalia Rose Alexander. Brenda Alvarado Aguilar. Christian Alvarez. Alexis Yael Alvarez Salinas. Darine Samai Andino Avila. Eduardo Armas. Gonzalo Alberto Arredondo. Jennifer Raquel Avila. Alan Barrientos. Jeremiah Batts. Devion Marquise Bell. Frankie Benitez. Carla Lisbeth Marcial Benitez. Cime Havana Bourbon. Caleb Elias Brown. Eric Daniel Bustos Camacho. Jayla Janelle Opal Butler. Eileen Carbajal. Karen Cardenas. Brian Antonio Cardona Madrid. Ruben LeVar Carter. Christian Leonel Sedano. Tiana Monet Charlotte. Jawan James Coleman. Khalees Leanne Coleman. Jayshawn Lee Collins. Charnay Marie Collins Fields. Osvaldo Compien Puga. Isaiah Robbie Coney. Kevin Ivan Cordero Marquez. Alexia Anali Cruz. Ide Quadros. Perry Joseph Davison III. Michael Xavier de la Cerda Martinez, Jr. Travian Rayvon Deary. Alexis Vanessa Diaz. Guadalupe Diaz Galicia. Kimberly Diaz Villafan. Derek Bernard Dillard, Jr. Eric Demas Marquez. Jareshley Demas Martinez. Is it Angel or Angel? Okay. Miguel Angel Demas Silva. Jamari Laquan Dunn. Ideli Damaris Estrada. LaDana Danielle Hatley. Celeste Claribel Guevara Gonzalez. Dalen Deshaun Lee Harris. Abigail Eileen Guerrero. Yasmin Diane Griffin. Mercedes Leanna B. Graham. Oscar Gordon III. Elia Marie Luz Gordilla Montalvo. Luis Gerardo Gonzalez Patino. Reina Gonzalez Arroyo. Lindsay Judith Grimaldo. Ruby Gorostieta Jaimes. Stephanie Cuevas Gonzalez. Joe Angel Gonzalez. Eric Gomez Bustamante. Sergio David Godinez. Saraylin Morrissey Gilliam. Diana Paola Garduno. Emmanuel Garcia Ramirez. Yamilet Fernandez Gutierrez. Anthony Jose Maldonado, Jr. Lisbeth Guadalupe Magana Nunez. Terrell Lowe, Jr. Zion Lovejoy. Delana Brianna May Henderson. Lemanye Legend Lemons. Denise Melissa Llanes. Juan Carlos Hernandez. Nancy Juliana Hernandez Guzman. Kenyana Eurasia Hill. Jonay Danique Horn. David Samuels Howard, Jr. Dejan Hutchison Clark. Ana Gabriela Izaguirre Romero. Ariana Jaimes Sanchez. Ricky James III. Taj Latrell James. Dylan Robert Jimenez. Tyrone Rayon Jarrells Jr. Trenton Jermaine Leary. Brian King Jr. William Martin IV. Daniela Martinez. Maritza Nicole Martinez. Stephanie Martinez Gorostieta. Samara Ray McSwain. Marjorie Mendez Cruz. Kyron Trevon Ahmad D. Miller. Abdul Hamad Muhammad. Monica Mondragon Diaz. Diana Maria Mora Plaza. Kiana Renee Morin. Vanessa Mungia Bayina. Angie Inyamu Takigwa. Kevin Ngoga. Espor Dahidaway. Kaylin Alessandra Owens. Annabelle Pantoja Morales. Pamela Pantoja Morales. Jalea Keneal Patterson. Jennifer Paz. Niobe Ruth Pinnick. Crystal Selena Perez. Jasmine Perez Agaton. Annie Perez. Sanaya Lene Phillips. Christopher Raekwon Primus. Yair Salome Ramirez Benitez. Jaden Xavier Rawls. Israel Reyes Garcia. Jabrion Jamal Riggins. Victoria Lisbeth Rios Dominguez. Crystal Rodriguez. Giselle Jacqueline Rodriguez Lopez. Keelan Vanier Rogers. Ariana Romero Padron. Julie Evelyn Russell. Mia Renee Ryan. Marcus Anthony San Miguel. Edgar Elias Sanchez Villanueva. Ashley Natalia Sanchez Gonzalez. Griselda Naomi Sanchez Guyen. Eric Eduardo Sanchez Tavira. Edgardo David Sandoval Melendez. Moises Abel Santa Maria. Anali Janae Scott. Ileana Guadalupe Sanfuentes Lara. Darrell Jeffrey Small, Jr. Janaya Ray Smith. Julian Amir Smith. Gustavo Soto Arredondo. Sharik Jason Stanislas. Micaiah Tyan Stevenson. Jacoby Xavier Thomas. Jasmine Elise Thomas. LaRasia Murray Thompson. Jasmine Tobias Ramirez. Jacqueline Paridon Baron. Emily Guadalupe Torres. Brenda Rosio Tovar Ponce. Frank Porte. Princess Munizero. Howard Odonis Turner. Inose Tuyubahi. Angela Urbano Cortez. Alice Uwimana. Sean Isaac Vasquez. Yareli Vinces Sanchez. Brian Vidal de Jesus. Sanaja Omarian Wallace. Faison Damon Washington. Jeremiah Allen Wiley II.
Higher honor stand, high honor stand, and then they can sit. And then the next one would be associate degree stand, and then anyone with 3 or more credit hour stand. And then I would do African American heritage, but they can sit after that.
Okay.
And then you go to the African American. So I would go valedictorian and salutatorian, then highest stand, higher honor stand, high honor stand, and then they can sit.
Gotcha.
And then associate's degree candidate stand, or associate's degree if you earned it stand, and then they stay standing, and then 3 or more college credit stand, and then they can sit, and then that one, sit, and that one.
Gotcha, thank you. Okay, before I let all y'all get out of here, we want to honor a few more people, because at LBJ we don't just do things average, we do things great. So I want to acknowledge some people. Would my valedictorian and salutatorian stand for a moment for one more round of applause? High honors. If you have high honors, would you stand? Gonzalo. Where we at? There we go. Amet. Anali. Simi. Diana Plaza. Yesenia Torres, Yesenia. There we go. High honors. Kimberly. You know you are, stand up. Charashali. I mispronounced that, I'm sorry. There we go, girl. Nancy Guzman. William Martin. Ruby. Taj. Anthony Maldonado. Jeremiah. We got so many honors, it's going to take me a few moments, so forgive me. Want to talk about now those that received an associate's degree from ACC, please stand. If you completed 3 or more college courses, please stand. Okay, here we go. Graduates, all graduates, please stand. You now stand before us as graduates. Please shift your tassel from right to left and join us one last time in singing the Lyndon Baines Johnson Early College High School alma mater. You will find the words printed on the back of your program. Parents and guardians, please remain seated until graduates have exited the arena during the recessional. Graduates, please meet your family in the area near the entrance. But before we do that, one last time singing our alma mater. Band. LBJ graduates, we're going to release by rows. Starting with the first row, Ms. Perryman. Ms. Maya?
AISD.